September 8, 2017. This is Royce Barber. I am coating a stuffed penguin in sand, which is real rock. It's a very fine white sand. You can see the penguin is coming along nicely. First, I soaked the toy penguin in wood glue, a very water resistant, I think type 3 or 4 wood glue, because anything else just dissolves in water. As far as wood glue goes, it likes to dissolve. So, I get some sand. Normally I'm holding the container of sand up much higher, and I just throw the sand onto the animal. I don't like to waste the sand. But basically I just kind of toss it onto the animal. I'm using a cheap Home Depot spray paint or Lowe's or Amazon to make the sand stick to the animal. Under the spray paint and the sand is black FlexSeal. I would recommend gray or white FlexSeal because it makes spraying it afterwards much easier, because there's still a lot of black coming through in all the crevices.
What have you done to me? I am an innocent little penguin. No. Get this hand off of me. I feel so dirty. I do not want to be like this. I look like snow. I look like a cheesy sugar snow cookie.
Okay, so now I'll show you a big, huge lion. So this penguin is about 8 inches tall. And the lighting in here is dark, but that big thing is about 6 feet long. It's a Melissa Doug stuffed animal lion. And so, I'm going to put claws, because these paws are a bit cheap. And his head already has foam in it. And I'm going to open up his mouth and emphasize the eyebrows, and somehow figure out how to make FlexSeal make kind of shards of hair like a real lion statue. And normally lions do have very short hair except their mane. And I think this is going to turn out wonderfully, but the interior of the lion needs to be a very hard foam so the lion won't squish when the paint is drying. And this huge mess is my office. I've been doing a lot of things. There's my welder. Oh boy, I don't even know where my RC car is. That is where I initially started applying the paint, the white spray paint, to the stuffed penguin, and the fumes in here were really terrible, and I was holding my breath and running to the bathroom to gasp for air. So don't ever spray indoors. Bad idea, extremely bad for your respiratory system. Don't ever breathe in paint. So I guess I could turn C-3PO into a stone robot. I would have to emphasize the wires a lot because the stone look hides a lot of detail. And this is just a random kind of quick tour of my office. Those are some old birthday cards and some projects I'm planning. Lots of spray paint. Locked away stuff in that white box that I don't want. If I ever have visitors over, I don't want kids eating glue or anything, so I lock that away. Lots of Nutri-Grain bars for the hungry morning. And randomly, those bins are my clothes. I need to fold them a bit better. And yes, the roof leaks terribly. More bins of supplies, wire and clay, and Scribbles fabric glue, and a couple of tents. And that's on my sewing machine that I really need to figure out. And computer repair stuff. So it is just a mess of random projects in here. Okay, so there you have it. That was a tour of my office, and now we are going to spin in circles and make you dizzy, and it ended up making me dizzy. Okay, goodbye. One last thing, this is my logo that back when I was in Spokane, Washington to visit family, I sent the logo to my dad and he laser cut the logo. I made the edges too thin, so I had to apply some Scribbles fabric paint to strengthen them up a bit. I got this fabric from a thrift store in Spokane, Washington, and it was an old purse, a very large purse. So this is maybe a little over a foot tall, if my hand is about 6 inches. And I still want to make this lantern into a desktop computer. Right now I'm pretty much exclusively using a big chunky MSI laptop for 3D design with Fusion 360 that has worked out pretty well. September 18, 2017, this is Royce Barber, and I'm going to use clear urethane spray to cover my, quote, concrete penguin. Right now it's covered in sand and white FlexSeal, and inside is a bunch of wood glue. I should have used hard foam on the inside. I have a little bit of Mighty Mendit glue. That's actually called Gemit glue, Gemit, to fix a lot of the problems. So I'm going to spray the sticky clear spray on him and then put on QuickSet brand mortar. And it comes in a small bag about the size of that penguin from Lowe's or Home Depot. Always wear a respirator, and so basically I'm just going to pour it on him and then leave it on him. So there we have the first bit of mortar. I use mortar because it's a lot finer than concrete, and when that dries I will reuse the mortar and put it on the other side, and then just keep doing that. Part 2. So I gave the paint about 3 minutes to cure, and it really would take 24 hours to fully cure. So that's basically it. That is our concrete penguin. I tap it to get off any of the clotting paint, or the clotting mortar. So that's QuickSet Mortar. You can put that on any stuffed animal, but the stuffed animal itself has to be very firm and solid beforehand. And as long as you have all the holes covered, you can set it outside, do whatever you want with it. This one had a ton of oh, it smells like paint, it's nasty. A ton of FlexSeal over it, so that hides a lot of the details, but I would like to emphasize the eyes. I did cut the mouth, the beak, to make it look like it's open a little bit. I think I'm going to add little claws to its feet and cut out those eyes and give it some better eyes and give it a little bit more of a tail. But for now, when that cures, I'll spray it with a quick coat of clear automotive spray or any outdoor furniture spray, which also works great on shoes. Just test a hidden spot first. And there you have it, a baby penguin. Hopefully the lighting is alright. And he looks exactly like concrete, because guess what? He is. No longer looks like white plastic. Mission accomplished. Thank you everyone for being curious what it'll turn out like. And here's another shot of my artificial lawn. I'm still very happy with that. Putting the lawn down is easy. It's carpet. This was the highest rated affordable synthetic lawn on Amazon, and I put my own little rocks around it. And I put white rock and river pebbles from Lowe's and little patches of other synthetic greenery to make it look a little bit better. And it's the heat of the summer, so all of my plants are a bit wilted. But this stuff here is synthetic. There we go. That's synthetic. This aloe guy is real. These little guys are synthetic. And this bushy stuff here is synthetic, and I put little bits of tree roots that I dug up to make it look a bit more real. And then I have some cheaper, much cheaper eBay synthetic lawn over here, but it's not long enough, so I want to, it looks okay, but I want to replace that. And I'm going to get a glass, circular glass top for this pot here. And under that is just more of that synthetic ground cover from Amazon. All right, and there I am. I am hot and dirty, and I'm going to make you a bit dizzy. And I'm going to go work on restoring a toy DeLorean. Okay, this is the toy DeLorean I got at a community yard sale here in Yosemite Lakes Park, which is Coarse Gold, California. This sticker here was peeling up. So I cut some clear plastic, and I used Gem-It. It comes with Mighty Mend-It glue. It's called Gem-It, G-E-M-I-T, because it cures clear. I shouldn't be touching this with mortar on my hands. Oh boy, it's hard to see. There's a number of little areas I reinforced because stock from the factory, this car comes with a lot of loose parts. That license plate back here, the out of time plate, it was also peeling up, so I put a big glob of Gem-It on there, and it's already cured. The corners are still curing a bit. And finally, this is my little trail. So I take rakes and boards to smooth out the land, and I will have fabric and actually house carpet down and weed barrier fabric, and stepping stones on top of that, so I can easily make some tile stepping stones. And I'm going to have some sort of a circle patio-like thing there. And that's part of my carport, that fabric thing over there, and it is very wobbly, so I'm going to make some sort of driveway, and I guess that's it for this video.